Leah Little is joining us this afternoon, and she's brought along one of the hottest, one of the most important names in GPS, and that is Garmin. But not just your basic. She brought the big one. I'm holding on to your 6-inch GPS, one that you don't even have to type on. You can talk to it. It can talk to you, which means you don't ever have to take your eyes off of the road. This is going to be indispensable no matter whether you are kind of lost and you need directions, or maybe you just say, you know, I want to go to a restaurant that I've never been to. Garmin, where should I go?
Where should I go? What are you hungry for?
Out with that. So it is the first time that we've ever had this one available for you here at HSN, brand new. 5 Flex is for today only, and you can see you're just easily maneuvering through that.
This is a capacitive touchscreen, which is really cool. Sometimes you've had to kind of tap on them.
Yeah.
This one automatically knows and recognizes just when you ever so slightly tap on it. It is huge, by the way. A 3.5-inch size is going to be, about 71. It's going to be 71% bigger than a 3.5-inch, which is about the size of an average cell phone, by the way. A 5-inch compared to a 6-inch is about 20% more viewable space. Yeah. And you're going to love having this. So it's really simple and easy to do. And here's the thing. I'm going to just turn up the volume, and let's just play with it a little bit. Let's just show you exactly what that voice command is all about. Okay. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find category.
Speak a category.
Gas.
Searching for gas stations.
Oh my gosh.
Select a line number.
2. 2.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Yes. Yes. So there you go, have it.
Yeah.
We're simulating, of course, because we're
Turn
inside.
right.
Right.
It immediately starts talking to you.
This is so good.
So it's the larger size screen. Now listen, there are over 130,000 people that purchased the last Garmin that we had here at HSN. Great value. This is everything that Garmin was. However, it is 20% bigger than a 5-inch. It's going to talk to you. It's 71% bigger than a 3.5-inch. I'm just going to mute that volume here as we're talking.
Okay.
And you are going to love having this because now it's that capacitive screen. Now let's walk you through that checklist because there's a reason why this has been a customer pick in the 5-inch. Now you've got it with all the upgrades in the 6-inch. So you have voice command, you have that 6-inch LCD screen, love, lifetime traffic and maps, so you never have to pay for those traffic updates, which by the way are about $80 for a one map.
Each,
yes,
that's right.
For one update.
Yeah.
You have active lane guidance. You also have the Bluetooth connectivity, so we're going to use that to make some phone calls and show you how you can be a better driver without having to text.
Okay.
So this is great. So think about this. You also have Foursquare check-in compatibility, Where Am I, your emergency indicator, and over 8 million points of interest. You're going to love having this unit. Now, you could go to the Garmin website and you can spend $299. Worth every single penny. But today, making its launch here at HSN, you now can have that larger size screen with the voice command, with the lifetime maps, with the Garmin name brand, and you can now have the easiest and the best navigation you will have ever used. And it's really simple and easy to do it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those lifetime maps.
Let's do that, because that is a savings for you, and I don't know if you realize it now, how much that's going to save you in the future. The fact that you buy this once, there's nothing else to buy. That's what we're looking for.
Exactly, because you know, sometimes there are those hidden charges, right? And if you're using your cell phone, that could be data charges.
We know that.
We'll talk about that. Let's talk about lifetime maps. Why do you need them? First of all, 1 in 5 of our roads change every single year. That's 20%. Is there road construction in your area? They're changing. They're changing all the time. If you've been flooded with all these crazy rains, right? Wouldn't you like to have that workaround?
Right.
Because the maps have to be accurate so that you're not going to roads that are flooded with traffic updates, and you're not going to roads that don't exist because they weren't on the updated map. So now for you it's free. You could go to the Garmin website, you could spend $79.99 and get 1 map update. Or you could join the 130,000 people that purchased the 5-inch version of this GPS and got those for free. Now, I'm no math whiz, but if you purchase those every time Garmin came out with a new one, which is every quarter, that's $80, roughly $79 and change, right?
Yeah.
4 times a year.
Oh my
Double
gosh.
check me, that's $320.
Yes.
A year.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like getting $320 back in your pocket this year.
Yeah.
And again next year. And again the year after, because for you, It's free. And when those map updates are made, when they're updated, guess what? The points of interest are updated too. So all the new restaurants, all of the new shopping malls, anything that's new in your area. And the old ones go away. So there's a gas station maybe that closed.
Right.
It's not going to be in your points of interest anymore because it doesn't exist.
That's
and you
right.
have the updated maps. So when you walk through that checklist, you have voice command, you have lifetime maps, you have a screen size that is 71% larger, and you have that capacitive touch. And here's all you do to use it. Where would you like to go? From there, you can choose one of the categories: restaurants, shopping. I like everyday life. That's a fun one. Notice, by the way, how easy it is to navigate through here. And you could literally just tap where you want to go. Let's just run to the city hall.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
There we go. Oh, hey, let's go in Chicago.
Okay.
There we go. We say go.
Yeah.
And now it's calculating that route. Look how lightning fast it is, even on the simulator mode, and you're off and running.
And look at how, as you're looking at this, you can actually see how long it's going to be until you turn, where you're going to turn. So it actually makes driving for you more comfortable. Maybe if you are a nervous driver and you always want to make sure that you're in the correct lane, because changing lanes is not your favorite thing.
Exactly.
Now the GPS can help you along with that. If you're a new driver, you've got that capability as well, to where the GPS just makes getting there so much easier. And the fact is, if you're thinking, well, I could just use my cell phone, right?
Yeah, let's
you know
talk
what
about
happens? Definitely, because you get a phone call, all of a sudden, uh-oh, what happened to my GPS? It's small, it's moving all around. A lot of times on your cell phone, you have to type in, you can't really see, it's not really giving you an accurate representation. But with the Garmin, this is what it does. This is what it does. It's not, you're not supposed to take pictures with it, you're not supposed to do all the fun, play games with it. This Garmin is dedicated to getting you where you want to go in the fastest, safest, most effective way. And that's what it does better than anything else. And you've got it at an amazing price, better than anything else, because we've taken $50 off the price of what you would pay if you went to Garmin directly on their website.
Yeah.
And you've got 5 Flex, but only until midnight. We do want to share more with you, but again, a lot of people are saying, well, I have my phone and I use it for 100 other things, including this.
It's a jack of all trades, but it's really a master of none. Garmin, to your point, is made for one thing. And a matter of fact, because it is made for that one thing, according to an independent study, Garmin users save about $200 in gas alone.
Oh, wow.
Just because of its accuracy. So let's talk about that. If you're using your cell phone, you know what happens? First of all, you're looking at a 3.5-inch screen, which, by the way, this is 71% bigger in the screen size with this brand new model today. But sometimes your cell phone uses the data plan. Have you ever been shocked?
Yes.
When you get that phone bill and you're like, I could buy like a whole new wardrobe of shoes for one phone bill.
For 1 month.
Right.
For 1 month.
It uses GPS satellites, and we're going to talk about why that's so significant. And it can be used entirely hands-free because you can talk to it. It also includes the traffic and the junction view, which we'll share with you. Now, let's talk about being used hands-free.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. A lot of people talking about now texting and driving, right? It's a big phenomenon. How many people have you seen swerving on the roads? They say right now 1 in 10 drivers is actually texting and driving at the same time.
Wow.
That means
scary.
you need to be a better defensive driver than you may have ever been before. Now, how is this going to help you do that? You will sync with this through the Bluetooth. Put the phone, have your young driver, put that phone in the glove box. That's their rule when they get in the car. Because then, if you need to talk to them, they can communicate, you can communicate with them by using the phone book that is built right in. It's really simple and easy technology. Now, let's talk about the other reason that you don't want to use your cell phone. First of all, where do you put it? Right? So we have a little video here I want to show you, because a lot of times your phone can literally go sliding across the the floorboard, and what do you do with it? And here's the thing, not only does it get interrupted when you have a text, not only does it get interrupted when you have a phone call, but if you're in a rural area and you have you're out by the water towers. Have you ever been lost in a rural area? The first thing you do is check your gas, right? Yeah. You want to make sure you've got enough gas, so if you have to wander around for a while, you're still going to be safe. I remember that happening to me, and it's a feeling I will never forget. Don't let that ever happen to you, because now your GPS is communicating with satellites. Those satellites were put into space, orbiting our planet, by the U.S. Department of Defense. There are 24 of them, and they are used by our military and by your GPS, so you have pinpoint accuracy within 4 meters. So if you want to have the most dependable accuracy, you're looking at it with 71% more screen size, with an ease of use that is unparalleled, and you can even talk to it. And I'm even going to make a phone call and show you just how easy that is.
Let me tell you really quick, as Leah is getting this ready, we have fewer than 250 of these left. Oh my gosh. A lot of you are calling in today because you're saying, yes, you know, maybe you've tried other, maybe you've had a GPS. My very first GPS was a Garmin, and it's very old. It didn't have lifetime maps. I didn't want to spend the money to update them. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's not really as usable as one that is as up-to-date, to the minute as this one. The first one that I have, very small. But when I first got it, I moved it to a new area. I needed it. This is going to be one that you rely on. Even if you feel like, well, I know the area around me. I don't really need it. Do you want to find a new restaurant? Maybe you're going to a new office building that you've never been to. You talk to it, it talks back. No texting. It used to be, Leah, that you'd have to pull over.
Right.
Or like before you started your trip, you had to pull over, set your GPS, and then you start driving.
Yeah, those days are no longer. Yeah, you just talk to it. So it's real. I'll show you. We can talk about it all day long. Let's just see it. Here we go. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find address.
Speak an address in United States.
123 First Avenue, Dallas, Texas.
Did you say 123 First Avenue, Dallas, Texas?
Yes.
No matching address found. Select closest match.
I love that. So it knows that that address doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
No matching address found. Select closest. Would you like to begin navigation?
So I can talk to it, or I just simply touched it as well. Now, we talked about syncing it to your phone. How cool is this? Through the Bluetooth, you turn on Bluetooth, it automatically finds your phone. Your phone will automatically find the unit. Keep in mind, it's talking to you as well. And with that Bluetooth, what happens is that now the phone can go into the glove box.
Okay.
So there is no danger of texting and driving.
Okay.
Because they can't reach their phone. It's put away.
Okay.
However, if you wanted to call them, if you needed to get in touch with them, or if they needed to get in touch with you, you could do that as well. So that's the cool thing about it. So I'll show you. So we're driving along. She's talking to us.
North Displaying Street.
She's telling us where we need to go. Now, how cool is this? Are you ready? Voice command. Voice command.
Say a command.
Phone.
Select a phone menu item.
Phone book.
What contact would you like to call?
Call Bill Bright.
Calling Bill Bright.
So now it's calling. We're calling him. We're still driving. We're still getting turn-by-turn directions. Now, how cool is this? Your phone, by the way, is in the phone book, is in the glove box. So totally put away. Hey, Bill, how are you?
Good, Leah. How are you doing?
Hey, doing great. It looks like we're doing some navigation here along the way as we're talking to you. How's that audio quality, even as we're driving along here?
That sounds so crisp and clear.
Yeah, it's really great in the audio quality. Notice, by the way, I didn't have to touch the screen to talk to him. Bill, if we're going to grab some coffee, where would you like to stop along the way?
It's got to be Starbucks.
It's got to be Starbucks. You got it. So we're going to navigate to Starbucks next. Now watch this. Bye, Bill.
Bye.
Watch what happens. You're not taking your hands off the wheel.
Okay.
You're not taking your eyes off the road.
Call's gone.
Call's gone. She's still talking to us, giving us those turn-by-turn directions on a screen size that is 71% larger than any cell phone screen. Even the 5-inch, it's 20% bigger. If you want to have some of the best navigation, you got it right here.
Yeah.
Think about it. Now you can be entirely hands-free. You want to be that better driver? You want to be that safer driver? Are you like me where you're struggling? I hit that point where I'm like, oh boy, I think I need to have those readers. Oh boy, I've got one eye nearsighted, one eye farsighted. I want the biggest screen possible. I want like the whole window being, my dashboard being that size. Now you've got it. If you want to be that better driver, this is going to make you be that better driver.
Yeah.
We also have junction view. We also have lane assist. They're all built right in, and you are in the right place at the right time.
And this is going to be your time to get it. And I love that it talks to you. I love that you can talk to it. You do not need to take your hands off the wheel, your eyes off the road. There's no fiddling. And when you don't know where you're going, let's say you are getting this because you don't exactly know where you're going, the last thing you want to, it makes you nervous. You always seem to be in the wrong lane when you need to make that right turn or that left turn. And this really gives you that helping hand along the way in a way that only Garmin could do. Garmin has been in business for more than 26 years now, started by engineers, and this was their purpose, to make life easier when you're driving, when you're navigating, and it couldn't be easier than talking to your Garmin and it talking right back to you. Now, you can see we've got 3 minutes left on the clock, and we've got fewer than 200 of these left to go. That's it. This is going to be until midnight, if there are any left after this show. You've got 5 flex, but only until midnight, which means $49.99 to get this home. If you've been wanting a Garmin, if you've been wanting a GPS, or maybe you're planning to get this for those teenage drivers who are new to the city. Isn't it funny how we could be living in the same city our whole life, but until you start driving, you don't know where anything is, you don't know the name of the street, and you don't want them on their phone. Hook it up, Bluetooth it to their phone.
Takes a couple seconds.
Phone stays in the glove compartment or in the purse in the back seat. And this is all they need. You have that sense of peace of mind that they're going to be a safer driver, and they have the Garmin every step of the way for them. This is going to be your time to do it. In terms of building the best GPS, I can't think of anything that this is missing. Can you?
True. Well, that's why 130,000 people own this version in the 5-inch. This one now has the capacitive screen. This one now has faster time with a voice response. And I'm going to teach you how to use it. So you're saying, how do you use that? Well, first of all, you decide where you want to go. If you don't even know where you want to go, you want to wander around and find new places, it can help you with that too. But you can decide where you want to go. Restaurants, shopping, everyday life, gas, rest areas, arts and entertainment, you name it. Let's go to the movies. Why not? Okay, so let's go to movie theaters. Remember, you can do this with your voice or with your touch, either one. Look how lightning fast it is. We're going to add it to the active route. Oh, yeah, and we need to go to Starbucks, too. So then we have 3 stops along the way. Not a problem, because it can reorder them for us, so you don't have to reset it every single time. So we're on the way, navigating here. Looks like we're going to that Shell station. Then after that, we're going to the movies. Now, after that, say you want to go to the Starbucks, right? We just talked about that with Bill. So let me turn up the volume and let's talk to it, and we'll show you just how that works too. So we're driving along, we're navigating.
Turn left on West 18th Street.
Yeah, and it tells you the street, not in so many feet. Like, who knows?
And you're like, where is it?
Right.
Is
this the street? Is this the turn?
Exactly. So let's take it to Starbucks. So here we go. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find category.
Speak a category.
Coffee.
Searching for coffee and tea. Select a line number.
Down. 2.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Yes.
Start new route or add to the active route.
Add to active route.
Oh my gosh, this does everything but takes your order.
Yeah, well, you know what? We could have said
chai
call.
latte.
Right, we could have said call because we were Bluetooth. We could have called ahead to the Starbucks and placed the order.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Okay. I just didn't want to actually call them right now.
Place an order. Chai latte.
Right?
You know, see, and that's what we mean. This is the Garmin of today and of the future. Even if you have a GPS that you bought years ago and you loved it, but you never updated the maps because you had to pay for it. You don't ever have to pay to update these maps. These maps update about every quarter, so 4 times a year. So you get lifetime updates, 0 cost, 0 subscription. You don't have to pay for anything after you get your Garmin, which I love. This is the idea of having all of that assistance. It's like having your own concierge in the car with you. And like I said, it does everything but order, but you could call and place your order there too.
Or get on the waiting list at your favorite restaurant on the way there. You can even tell them your arrival time because it tells you.
This is
and
good.
it's 21% bigger than that average screen size on your phone. You're going to love this.
If you want to pay more, you can go to Garmin's website. But here at HSN, you've got it on 5 flex payments of $49.99. I encourage you to get it. We don't have a lot of these left, only about 100 or